So this is the quiz practice for 2.3, trying to find the equation of parabolas given various pieces of information. So for instance, number 1, the vertex was at negative 2, 5, and the focus was at negative 2, 1. The first thing I would do is try to figure out which way the thing is going. So if I put negative 2, 5 somewhere, negative 2, 1, relatively speaking, negative 2, 1 is going to be below it. Think about what's going on. Negative 2, 5 means to the left 2 and up 5. Negative 2, 1 would be to the left 2 and up 1. So immediately I can tell that my parabola is going to be going down. That's one thing. So my p-value will be negative. The next thing I can tell is that the distance from vertex to focus, from negative 2, 5 to negative 2, 1, is 4 units, from 5 to 1, obviously. So the p-value is negative 4. That tells me all I need to know to figure out the equation of the parabola. The parabola starts with y equals, because it's going up or down, and it's going to be in this form. Y is equal to 1 over 4p. Instead of a, we use 1 over 4p, and then we say x minus h, quantity squared, plus k. Well, in this case, 1 over 4 times negative 4 makes 1 over negative 16. Instead of x minus h, I'm going to do x minus the h value. The h value is negative 2. So I'm going to do x plus 2, quantity squared, plus k. The k value is 5. And that's our equation. So that's the first one. The second one, we have a focus and a directrix this time. Once again, I would think about where these things are relative to one another. So 3, 6 is in first quadrant, somewhere around here. 3, 6. And the directrix is x equals negative 1. X equals negative 1 is a vertical line, and it's over here somewhere to the left side of the y-axis. So that's the first thing, being able to figure out what's happening with the thing. So I've got to figure out where the vertex is so I know what hk is, and then I can figure out what the p-value is. So between negative 1 and 3, 6, I'm going to have to find the middle point, the middle place where the vertex lies. So I can see that this over here, the 6 doesn't matter because the 6 is how far it goes up. So the vertex is up 6, but how far is it across from the vertex or from the origin? So this one is 3 units over, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is 1 unit to the left. So you can figure out that the vertex is right in the middle at positive 1. Now, the other way of doing that is to take the x values and average them and say x equals negative 1, this negative 1, plus the 3, the h value of the vertex, and divide by 2. So negative 3 plus 1 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Now, you can see that the distance between 1, 6 and 3, 6, the p-value is 2. And obviously, the distance between negative 1 and positive 1 is also 2. That's what the p-value stands for. That's the distance. So the direction of my parabola is going to the right because it's got to have the vertex is going to have to be outside. It's going to be at the tip of it, and the focus is on the inside. This tells me that I've got the equation x equals 1 over 4p, y minus k, quantity squared, plus h. Now, our vertex is hk, so we have to be careful about putting them in the right place. Our p-value is positive 2 since it's going to the right. So plugging things in, I get 1 over 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8, obviously. And we have y minus 6, that's the k value, squared, plus h, which is the 1. And that's it. That's the second one. You can pause if you don't believe me or you want to check it out. That's fine too. Okay, number 3. This time we have a vertex and a directrix. So if you see that in each of these 3 problems, we have 3 things and we're given 2 of them, 2 pieces of information. So that's how we figure out what's happening or what kind of problems to expect. Negative 1, negative 8 is way down here somewhere. That's our vertex. And our directrix is an equation of a line that's horizontal going through y equals negative 2. So this one is down here at negative 1, negative 8, and the directrix is at y equals negative 2. So I could find the focus. By the way, the focus would be down here, equally spaced, right? That's how they work. But I don't really need the focus. It didn't ask for it, but you can do it if you want to. This particular parabola is going to be going down. That's important to know. And the distance between vertex and directrix is the p-value. So in this case, the distance between -1, -8, and y equals 2, I'm going to be looking solely at the y values because it's a y value. The -1 just tells you how far over it goes. From -8 to -2 is 6 units. -2 to -2 minus 6 is -8, of course. So we have p equals -6. I think that's enough to find the equation. This is once again an equation that's going vertically. So it's going to be this kind. Notice that when I do my problems, a lot of times I'll write all the information out so that you can actually see what's happening when I plug things in. I think that it makes it easier to remember a formula if you write it over and over and over ad nauseum. So 1 over 4 times -6 would be 1 over -24. The negative could be in the top. That's fine too. X minus the x value of the vertex, so that'd be x plus 1 quantity squared, and the k value is -8. That's our equation, given this information. And the last one asks, if you're given an equation, can you find all the p-values, the vertex, the directrix, and the focus? So the first thing I would notice is that this is a parabola that goes to the right because it's x equals and it's positive. So the focus is, the vertex is going to be here. The focus is going to be to the right of it, and the directrix is going to be an x equals line to the left of it. So all that information is something I can just glean from looking at the equation itself. All right, so the easiest thing to get is the vertex. Remember, this is in the form x equals 1 over 4p y minus k quantity squared plus h. So therefore, I can tell my hk value is -9. Y minus k is equal to y plus 5, so the k value is -5. So my vertex is at -9, -5. The p-value is going to be figured out by looking at this equation. There's an equation here that says 3 is equal to 1 over 4p. To solve this, you look at cross products. So 12p is equal to 1. Divide by 12, we get 1/12. 1/12 is really tiny, so we have to be careful about what's going on, right? The focus is going to be 1/12 to the right, 1/12 to the right of -9, -5. That means it's going to affect the x value. -9 plus 1/12 is -8 and 11/12. The -5 doesn't change. That's it. You add 1/12 to -9. And the directrix would be 1/12 to the left of the vertex. So it's going to be -9 minus 1/12. So it's going to be x equals -9 and 1/12. And there we have it. That's all the answers that you